Good morning. Did you know that books, letters, newspapers, and even online sources actually require people to read? When you research, you have to know how to read in order to know what you're looking for. Reading is not just fundamental, it brings about knowledge and it can actually be pretty fun. Reading also broadens one's imagination. My children, even when they read, it's amazing some of the stories they can create based off of a Harry Potter book or Pete the Cat, which is definitely my son's favorite series. Technology today, I think, has kind of taken that. I can walk into a classroom if I substitute teach for the day, and I would have to ask over half of my classroom students to please put their technology books, their tablets, their iPads, and their phones, and any Nintendo games down and pick up a book. There's so much you can learn by just picking up a book and opening it in front of you. Let's look at, discuss 3 points about reading. The history of literature, how technology has taken over. And the third point you'll see in a different video by my classmate Irene Fisher. Discussing the history of literature probably around 23 BC, long before you and I were even thought of being born. The first books were created after the Roman Republic took place. Some would say it started eventually after the war. Did you know that Johannes Gutenberg was the one that actually took credit for the first press of printing? Yeah, that's reading. Newspaper articles, magazines, whatever, you name it. Johannes Gutenberg did it. Or at least he got credit for it. It became popular in the European area and the United States, go figure. Right after around the Industrial Revolution. Granted, the Industrial Revolution was when all of the big factories and the industries and farming, everything started to, I guess, evolve. Reading was still a big part of that. Again, go figure. Techno takeover, which is part 2 that we'll discuss quickly. It was the invention of the television that really started to kind of make reading go downstream. It was believed to cause a decline around the recreational reading in the early 1920s. I believe that was around my grandfather's age group, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm looking at it, I believe that's also the baby boomer age, 1955 and above. Meaning that they were the first group where reading started to decline. The NEA surveys from about the year 1942 up until maybe about 1982, 2002, that reading actually took over about 40% of American population. That's actually great considering where we are today in the year 2017. So, the use of entertainment and social media, along with just, I guess, our desire to no longer want to read, has declined. My son gave me this just last night. Can you see it? Nice. I love you, Mommy. It says Happy Mother's Day. Granted, we're a long way away. However, that comes from reading. I can share with you more on a personal scale than I can any research on reading. Reading has enhanced just my children's capability in academics alone. I've read to them since they were in my womb. I took it from one of the mothers of the church, again, another old wives' tale. Read, start before they get out in this world. Read the moment you find out you're pregnant with them. Read, 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 read. Cereal box, read. The ingredients on how to make cheesecake, read. And the amazing thing is, my daughter, 10 years old, 4th grade, top of her class, all A's, beta club in the 4th grade. When did they start beta club in the 4th grade? I didn't do that until I was like a junior or senior in high school. So I share with you, even with my son, 6 years old, reading. Reading, reading, reading. Billboards, reading. Don't stop reading. It enhances more than just academics.